So I want to show you guys the SCAR just in action real quick. I don't really understand what's happening on the battlefield at the moment, but the SCAR is just an insane gun. I want to show you guys the range and all the potential of this thing. There's one. And this is what makes the SCAR so good. You have the confidence and range with this thing. But you also feel like you have this insane potential with it as a DMR. So you have full autoplay and semi-autoplay in one gun, and it's just very strong. I'm gonna try to work outside here. There's one. He saw me. There's a double kill, and then there's a recon player way back here. There he is. So, can I challenge this guy? Maybe. Watch this. And we were able to get him. I don't really think my smoke did anything on him. We're probably dead here now. Oh, there was a lot. If that guy didn't have that deep angle with the L10, I could have farmed a lot of kills there. But this is... The SCAR is just insane, guys. If you haven't been using this gun, you guys are sleeping on it. There's multiple reasons that make it super strong and powerful, and unlike any other gun in the game. This gun really is an assault rifle and DMR, 2-in-1. And that's the SCAR outgunning a DMR right there. Now, there's a few downsides with this gun. We're going to talk about that, so be sure to stick around, hear what I have to say. If you guys enjoy content like this, like and subscribe. Now, let's get into the SOR-556. So what are my favorite things about this gun? To start off, if you guys don't have a lot of time to play this game, you're busy with life, weapon leveling takes a long time in this game. But the SOR-556, you unlock the silencer and the 40 mag, which are two very powerful attachments. I think it's the only gun in the game you unlock those at below level 10. There are a few guns that come with the silencer already on it, like the M277 for example, but the SOR-556, you unlock these attachments very low level. That's a great advantage point for it. The next thing about it, it has best in class long range play. I mean, you can full auto spray this thing at 90 and 100 meters. You'll experience minimal spread. The TTK feels amazing, and there's no recoil. It's unlike any gun in the game. It feels like a full auto DMR kind of, and you can still use this thing as a DMR also. Often I'll challenge DMR players in semi-automatic just to land a shot on them, put them in a defensive state, and then finish them off. It works super successfully against other DMR players, but it's a full auto AR. It's a very unique gun. Its one downside is its CQC potential. That's kind of indicative right here through its rate of fire. Any gun sub 650 in CQC is going to be very little room for error. You don't have room to make a mistake. But there's ways to bypass the weak point of this gun, which is CQC. And the ways to bypass it, switch to your M44. You got this bad boy in your back pocket. This thing's insane and can one-tap people. Second way to bypass it, you can just run assault with this gun. So you'll have a second gun, SMG, shotgun, CQC potential right there. The third way to bypass it is just going to be through the build itself. So if you have some extra attachment slots, you can do something like canted irons, canted dots, or top mount dots, or even just tap on a laser. Look at that. You know, help your hip fire out a bit. So you can bypass the weak point of this gun. Now, how I like to build it is, like I said earlier, long range, mid to long range, playing from a head glitch, playing from a rock, a tree, a lip on a ridge. This gun is just absolutely insane. If you guys are wondering what camo this is, it's under snow, and it's down here in the very bottom right. It's called Snow Melt. Now, to start off with the mag, I really do recommend running a 36 or a 40 mag. When you engage people at longer ranges, it's just you're gonna miss shots more. The bullets are gonna hit a fall off and do a little bit weaker damage. Although TTK will still feel good, having extra rounds in your mag at long range is a blessing. A lot of times with this gun, even with the 36 mag, I wish I had the 40 on there, because you will get people one shot and you need to reload and you'll miss the kill. So having extended mag 36 or 40 is kind of essential. Next up, I like the 30-point rib stubby. I think this is probably one of the best grips for this gun. As you can see, our ADS time is going to be at 300 due to the barrel, which we'll get into in a second, but this grip really helps precision, control, mobility, and ADS time without hurting anything. So it's just a net positive, and all of these things are really important. Our mobility and ADS time is important because this is a long range gun. We're gonna be engaging various players at long range, DMRs and bolt actions included. You can't really use this thing at range and just stand still. You're an easy kill. Snipers have sweet spots. DMRs are just deadly in this game, so you have to be moving in ADS. This grip allows for that, so that's why I run it. There are other options though. If you like going prone, the bipod's pretty nasty. These grip pods are also very good as well, but they do hurt ADS accuracy while moving, so just keep an eye out for that. I'd recommend the stubby or one of the grip pods. For barrel, there's two options for range. Notice how the short barrel on the SCAR still has 640 bullet velocity. That's pretty insane. These extended and heavy barrels right here, 1,000 meter second bullet velocity. That's a bolt action in this game. The extended does a great job. As you can see, it puts ADS time at 200, but look at the difference between the heavy extended. 53 precision. So this one directly makes it way stronger at range, which I think is more important. And we still have a 250 ADS time, which is pretty decent. So next up, I like the standard suppressor. The lightened suppressor is also a great choice. It reduces recoil at the cost of hipfire, but I like running standard suppressor on there. Test them out and see which one you like. Now for optic, this static 3X right here is pretty nice. As you can see, it's just a clear, simple red dot. There's also a few other options. So this variable 1 to 4 is pretty nice. I like how it's just a 2-state toggle, 1x, 4x, 1x, 4x. Not a lot of the toggle optics in the game are like that. And it's kind of a downside to a lot of the toggle optics because, for example, this 1 to 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 different states you have to toggle through. It just takes too much time. I wish you could set the amount of states or zoom levels. Like if I were to use that scope, I would use it, but I would set it as a 3 to a 6x like PUBG. Just 2 different ones to toggle to. There's too many keybinds to press on this LPVO, so unfortunately I don't use them. That's why I like this 1 to 4. It's just either the 1x or the 4x and you can toggle quick. So I either run the 3 or the variable. The 3 is half the cost. So now this is where we're at. We have 90 points spent and we only have 10 left. So this is kind of where you can choose some things. The lightweight increases your ADS movement speed. So like right here, let's say this enemy is a sniper. I can peek them and be way more mobile now. In this movement right here, ADS movement speed. So as you can see, this is the strafe speed of just pressing the keys and then zooming in and out. So it's a pretty good buff to that, right? The other thing you could do is throw on the 40 mag, which is super strong. The other thing you can do for 10 points is run the canted reflex or top mount. So you can have a red dot. You can make this essentially a 1 to 3x optic, which is pretty nice. Or you could run the mag flare, so you can stay aiming down sights while reloading, which is very nice. Or one other thing you could do is the lightened suppressor and get extra recoil reduction, which is actually very, very powerful. So overall, that's why I think the SOR-556 is such an incredible gun and why it's my favorite AR in the game. It's essentially the best long-range spraying assault rifle, and it feels like a DMR AR hybrid. Super fun, unique playstyle with this thing. I love it. Whether you're an aggressive player or play slower and tactically, this gun feels really, really cool to blend into your playstyle, and it's a fun gun to switch things up with. So let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think of this gun? How do you like to build it? And thanks for watching.